Hello, good morning again. So today we'll be talking about strategic uses of information systems. Now, what is the meaning of the word strategic or strategy? Strategy is a plan for 3 to 5 years. Okay, 3 to 5 years. So you plan the use of information systems 3 to 5 years. Now, these are the objectives of today's lecture. Explain what business strategy and strategic moves are. Illustrate how information systems can give businesses a competitive advantage, which is very important. Remember, the United States is a capitalist economy. There is always competition in capitalism. Okay, competition between businesses as to who will have a better service or a better product. Identify basic initiatives for gaining a competitive advantage by the use of information technology. Explain what makes an information system a strategic information system. Identify the fundamental requirements for developing a strategic information system. What do we need to do to have a strategic information systems? Explain the circumstances and initiative that makes one IT strategy succeed and another fail. So there are some IT strategies that succeed and there are some that fail. So what makes them fail and what makes them succeed? Now, if we're going to look at these definitions here, it says strategy and strategic moves. Now, what is a strategy? What is a strategy? It's a framework or approach to obtaining an advantageous position. Okay, so this is against your competitor. Now, what is a business strategy? A plan to help an organization outperform its competitor. Always remember that in a capitalist economy like the United States, there is always competition. What is competition? Businesses selling the same product or doing the same business. Or now, what do you mean by outperform? It's creating new opportunities, better customer service is an opportunity, better locations. Okay, so it's more on helping the customer. Now, information systems may be built to solve a problem or seize opportunity or get the opportunity. Because what is information system? What does it produce? It produces information so that we can make a decision like what we talked about last week. Okay. Now strategic. Now these are the some of the samples of strategic information system. An information system that helps to seize opportunity, to get the opportunity. Strategic advantage, using strategy to maximize a company's strength. Now, what is competitive advantage? Having maximized an organization's strength to beat its rivals. So innovative companies battle to create got to have it technology. An example, mobile payment technology. Now um, we can pay we can pay our credit cards through mobile phones. We can pay we can buy something to the internet using a mobile phone. Okay, so these are the got to have it technology, but it can also be kind of problem because um, like some companies they have it all by the use of the phone. There's no more human beings answering the phones, and sometimes there are problems that cannot be solved by by a phone call, by 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 a recording. Okay. So achieving a competitive advantage is achieved when a for-profit company increases its profit significantly, usually to the increase of market share. Many initiatives can be used to gain competitive advantage. There are many initiatives. What is initiative? Something that you try to do, okay, or a new program. Like the essence of strategic is innovation, something no one has tried before. What is innovation? Something new. The word innovation means something new, some product that you add uh, to your product that will make it better. Okay. Now, these are the 8 ways to gain competitive advantage. Number one is to reduce cost, raise the barrier for market entrance. That some other what is the market entrance? That no other businesses can enter the market. It will be very hard for other competitors to enter the market. Establish high switch high switching cost. Okay. Create new products or services. Yeah. Create new products. Differentiate products or services. Enhance product or services. Make a better product. Establish alliances. And lock in suppliers and buyers. So this is the 8 of them. This is the company. This is the picture of what we were talking about. The 8 of them. Reducing cost. Okay. creating barriers for other businesses to enter the market, differentiating cost and services, enhancing product and services, better customer service, establishing alliances, locking in suppliers or buyers, that the suppliers now will be contracted only to you, and you have also a contract that the buyers will only buy from you. Okay. So one by one, let's do this one. Let's do these initiatives. Reduce cost. Customers wants to pay as little as possible for product or services. Now, how do you reduce cost? Automation increases productivity, greatly reduces manufacturing costs. Now, let's say how once upon a time, the making of cars were done by human labor. Now, a car, the whole car can be put together by a machine, by a robot, that is automation. Web can automate customer services activities to the website. You can now automate customer service activities. Companies that are first to adopt advanced systems that reduce labor enjoy competitive advantage until their rivals do likewise. You know, sometimes you put up a system now on the internet, and after a month or two, your competitor will put up another system doing the same things that your website can do. Okay. You see, in competition, you always study your competitor. You look at what is my competitor doing. Okay. So you want to know that. Okay. Now, initiative number 2, raise the barriers to market entrance. Less competition is better for the company. So make it hard for other businesses to gain, to do the same thing that you are doing. Gain competitive advantage by making it difficult or impossible for others to produce the same product or service. Lower competition, raise barriers to entrance, obtain legal protection of intellectual property. You see, the United States government protects intellectual property because we're capitalists. In a capitalist economic system, the job of the government is to protect private property. There is private property. Examples: one-click, Amazon's one-click, Priceline, and reverse auction. Like Amazon has a lot of, they have a lot of these um, technologies that they put in their website. Okay, that the competitors doesn't know how to do that. They don't know how to do those things. Okay, they're trying to learn from Amazon. Okay. Utilize expensive information systems that are unaffordable to others. Okay, the other companies cannot afford the technology. Okay. Switching costs. Establish high switching costs. Expenses are incurred when the customer stops buying from one company and starts buying from another. So, let's say you're already buying from McDonald's, which is a very low priced. They're selling their food for very low price. Now, it would be hard for them to switch to Hamburger King or something because the price will be up. So the switching cost is not good for the customer. Charge the customer for switching, early termination of the contract. So that's explicit. Implicit indirect costs over a period of time, such as implementation of a new product, staff retraining. Switching costs lock in customer. Example, proprietary software such as systems modification. So it will be very hard for the customer to go to another company and switch to another company because it will be very costly for that customer. Now, number 4, what is initiative number 4? Create new products or services. Always think of new products or new services. Okay. Having unique product or services gives competitive advantage for a period of time. Okay. If you come up with a new product that your competitor doesn't know it yet, for a period of time, you are winning. And then guess what happens? Your competitor will do the same thing. Now, you have to create a new product or service again. Organization that is first to offer a new product or services usually resort in superior brand name, better technology, more experience, or critical mass. Now, what is a critical mass? Critical mass, body of clients that is large enough to attract other clients. Okay, that is what a critical mass. Examples, eBay, Apple, iPhone, Twitter, and YouTube. These are they have a body of, they have a a good number of clients that is large enough to attract other clients. Like Facebook, I first learned about Facebook in another country from my friends there when I visited them, and I didn't even know Facebook existed. And then when I came back here to the United States, I started using Facebook. So now, being the first mover is not a guarantee for long-term success. Like Netscape and InfoSeek, they were the first one, and Facebook came up. So now they're gone. The companies are gone because they didn't create other product or services. Must continue to improve and innovate and maintain competitive advantage. Now, one example of this is MyPillow. You know, right now all the stores don't want to sell um, the MyPillow products because it's kind of connected to Donald Trump. So now, what did he do? He started making shoes. He started making so many other products, and now he is now selling it through Fox News all the time. Okay, look at that. Okay. Now, differentiate products or services. Product differentiation, persuading customers that your product is better than their competitors. Why is my company better than the others? Usually achieved through advertising and customer experience, exemplified by brand name success. Example, Skype, Levi's Jeans, Chanel, and Lucky Perfumes and Gap Clothes. Okay, they have a kind of product differentiation. Okay, like like Louis Vuitton too. Louis Vuitton. Number 6, enhance product or services. Enhance existing product or services to increase value to the customer. Many products and services have been enhanced by the use of the web. Example, Charles Schwab that sells stocks, Progressive Casualty Insurance. Okay, so it makes it easy for the customer to buy the product or the service because um, of enhancing the way the product is delivered to the customer. So there is now an increased value. Establish alliances of two companies combining services makes the product more attractive and reduces cost and provides one-stop shopping. Okay. An example of this is make company they're selling almost all things there, linking to other companies and rewarding the linker for click through. And the last, this is the strategic alliances here. Okay, so now it used to be you go for car rental, you go for telephone carrier. Now it's all in one package. All of this is put into one. So it's good. Lock in suppliers or buyers, accomplished by achieving bargaining power. Bargaining power leveraged to influence buyers and suppliers, achieved by being major competitor or eliminating competitors. Purchase volume as a leverage over suppliers, lock in buyers by making them peer high switching costs. Okay. So remember, we talk about the switching cost, moving from one company to another, the buyers or the suppliers, even the suppliers. Okay. It's better for them to stay with you rather than go to than go to your competitor. Lock in clients by giving away product to create a standard. Okay. Microsoft, Adobe, readers, creating physical software limitation on using technology like Apple computers, iTunes, they're together. These two are together. Okay. Creating and maintaining strategic systems. Now, how do you create and maintain strategic systems? Okay, so there are many opportunities to be able to do that. Remember always the word competition. Always the word competition. Okay. Innovative software can establish a competitive advantage. Okay. Hey, how do you establish competitive? Strategic information systems can be created from scratch by modifying a previous systems or through the discovery of existing capabilities. Creating and maintaining strategic information systems. Now, you need to have a system to be able com- to have a to be able to have a strategy. You need to have a system. To be an ISIS, an information system must serve the organization's goal, okay, collaborate with other functional units of the company like marketing, finance, accounting. So they're now all work together. So they all work together uh, in uh, having a centralized information storage, or where can I get all this information? Now, creating the strategic information system. Top management, the people on top, must be involved throughout the process. Strategic information system must be part of the overall organization strategic plan. Management should ask questions to determine whether to develop a new strategic information system. Estimating the financial benefits of the system information systems is extremely difficult. Many fundamental business changes are involved. And here are some of the questions that you can ask. Okay. What would be the most effective way to get an advantage? What would be the most accessible and timely information for our employees, customers, suppliers to help establish a significant advantage? Can information systems be developed that provide more accessible, timely information? Wait, will the development effort be economically justified? The cost? What is the risk of not developing a system? Are alternative means of achieving the same goals available? If so, how do they compare with the advantages and disadvantages of a new? Now, one thing that I have seen companies, they have developed an information um, system, but the customer was lost in the information system. It became so difficult for the customer to understand the information system. So you always have to re-engineer an organizational change. You always have to kind of adjust the organization to the new information system. Okay. Now, competitive advantage as a moving target. Now, competitive advantage is short-lived. You can have the advantage right now, but tomorrow it's gone because your competitor is doing the same thing or is doing something better than what you are doing. Okay, competitors should imitate the leader, diminishing the advantage. Increase IT availability. SIS quickly becomes a standard business practice. Must continually modify and enhance technology to sustain the competitive advantage. Now, example of this is the JetBlue, a success story of this airline company. Ticketless travel, automation with IT, reduce costs, and improve service. Okay, and guess what happened? Everybody's doing the same thing right now. Okay, now you can just read this. This is what JetBlue did. So you have to enhance your service. Okay, enhance your service. Yeah. Now, later mover advantage enters the market later than other competitors can be viewed as an advantage. Implements, sometimes you have to look at your competitors, what are they doing? And then you just relax and then look what they're doing and then see what they're doing after seeing what they're doing. Now you take over. Now, Ford on the web, a failure story. Some strategic moves end up being colossal failures, like Ford may fail for lack of attention to details. Lack of attention to details. Unable to predict customer or business partner response. Unable to predict. Ford Great Failure initiative was undertaken by Jap Nasser, CEO of Ford. Ideas. These are the ideas of Nasser, okay, which end up as a total failure. Okay. Now, so this is about strategic advantage. Some information systems have become strategic tools. As I said, strategy is a 3 to 5 year plan to gain competitive advantage. Okay, to gain competitive advantage. So there are these are the eight ways for to have initiatives for establishing strategic advantage. Okay, and then the engineering the process. Now you always have to keep up with keep up with these systems.